Hello, good evening to the first race of the tonight in MRC Comptier. We are back at the Shanghai International Circuit, which is located 30 miles northwest of the central of Shanghai. This track is 3.387 miles long. First raced in 2004, which was won by Rubens Barrichello, and was also the year that Michael Schumacher set and still holds the lap record of a 132.238. Enough about some of the information on the track. A bit of information in the co-commentator alongside me tonight. He is one half of the beautiful team that is Britsades in Elite. He is Chris Bailey's number 2. It is Ant. How are you?
How bad is it to be a number 2 of a number 2? Honestly, like, what am I reduced to? How are you?
Well, I've always been a number 2 driver for most of my
team, so
yeah.
It's a team of 2s anyway.
Pretty much. Got a few drivers going out on outlaps.
You said a 32.2 the record around this track. Hello?
Hopefully we don't get any rain like you did in Elite. I'm just trying to find the furthest one along, which is Baby Hornet.
Oh, we got some in quali.
Yeah, you got it in quali. We had it right at the end of the race. We will follow Baby Hornet as he is the first car to be on track and is coming to start his first official lap of the qualifying session as he enters the final corner of turn 16. DRS open now, flat out run down the start finish straight towards the sweeping turn 1, which then continues into the sweeping left of turn right of turn 2, then a flick into the left-hander of turn 3, and then carries on through turn 4. Then it's a run to a short kink of turn 5, and then it's braking hard for the hairpin of turn 6. Gets a bit on the power a bit too early, back end steps out, but he caught it well. Then it's the sweeping left-hander of turn 7, which then will change to a sweeping right of turn 8. And then we go to a double left-handers of 9 and 10. Be careful to get the power on exit, keeps it nice and tidy. Then it's the straight run to turn 11. Looks tidy through there. Then it's a flick into the long sweeping turn 12, which links into turn 13. And then it's one of the longest straights in the F1 calendar, the long back straight here at Shanghai International. DRS open as it's a flat out run to turn 14, the hairpin, heavy braking into turn 14, and then little kink of 15 on exit. Then it's on the power into turn 16, gets on the power, DRS open, last, and the lap time is a 1:32.6 to set us off.
Connor in P3 is the next car who'll be crossing the line. He had his second sector in the 52.4, so he's about 2/10 off.
Let's see, 32.8, about 2/10 off of Baby Hornet there, but decent banker lap for Connor. Sits in provisionally second.
Down in P9 we've also got Freddy. Apparently he got the purple middle sector. I'm not too sure about it, but he's definitely got pace, so he can. He goes a bit wide at the hairpin there.
Looks about alright. We jumped to him as you said, as he had a purple middle. Comes through the final corner. As Barber's been disqualified because he cannot qualify, so he's starting at the back. As Freddy takes a 32.2 to take provisional pole.
Does this beat the Schumacher time? We've got Jackson making me proud down in P13 up to P7.
Yeah, 38.3, qualifying on the hard tyres as being an expert driver. The
hard tyres?
Yeah, it should be hard tyres for...
It isn't.
What tyres he done?
Have a look.
Oh, he's done it on Inters, fair enough.
Exactly.
Taking a tip out of your book.
That is how you spot a very skillful driver, right?
Probably just luck knowing Jack stuff.
Who wants to go to Inters?
Oh, just a quick note as we see Smith out on track. He is currently on a quali ban tonight, so he cannot qualify, but he is allowed to go out on track and just get a feel for the track and just see how his setup feels. As long as he doesn't set a lap time.
We've got very few drivers out on track.
Yes, I'm going to jump to... Oh, Winky.
Where is he?
See. Winky. I don't think so, but we'll jump to Avinash. The other Aston Martin. Obviously, Connor with his first run in third place. You asked earlier about if Freddie's quali time beats Michael's race record time. It does not. It was a 2:91. Michael's race record is a 2:38. So 32.238. As Avinash invalidates out the final corner on his out lap. So sadly,
easy to do so.
Yep, he'll have to wait another day for his quali run. He'll probably go round, save his ERS, and go again. We'll jump to Sambal, who is going through turns 9 and 10 onto the straight to turn 11. The McLaren stays nicely out of the way. Game says he's got purple middle sector.
Set a time.
I did put down that Schmidt was on a quali ban. Yeah, says I got it on my notes. Schmidt has got a quali ban, so I could say it on tier. So Schmidt set a time, and he's not really meant to. So I think that's one for the admins to possibly sort out. Yeah, and check. As we'll watch Sambal as he crosses the line. There's a 35.9. He is on a quali ban.
Yeah.
Right, so looks like we're going to be having to possibly have a reset after qualifying.
Yeah. I'll send that to management and they'll deal with it.
Yeah, cheers. So just a heads up to everyone, possible reset after quali. I'm just saying in case, because obviously Smith has set a time when he's not meant to. In the meantime, we'll jump to Wookie in the McLaren. Doing well in the championship is Wookie after moving up to this tier. He's now sits third after Silverstone last week on 55 points. 70 points off of championship leader Stube though, so I don't think he's in the running for any kind of championship, but the fact that he's in that top three is Stube. And speaking of Stube and the two Ferraris in second and third, last week the top three was a Ferrari 1-2 at Silverstone with Bobo rounding out the podium positions.
But you've got to go and have a look at Baby Hornet in P3. Oh, he has a bit of a moment on the start of the snail in the foul sector, but he was 6 tenths up, so he could still be improving quite a bit here. Yeah,
we'll just jump to him as he's on the long back straight now. Sadly, we've got a rear view of the Ferrari, not a front-facing view. Thank you, Cody's. Don't want to see the rear of the Ferrari. We don't like to see where we've been, we like to see where we're going. Anyways, he's
in Simon's rear?
Oh, he's decided to bail out of it. So that catch that you seen earlier in the lap, he's probably thought best of not finishing that lap. Probably lost too much time. I mentioned Bobo earlier. We'll jump to him as he's just about to come into turn 16 to finish his lap.
And goes wide again. Well, again, another driver who's gone wide. So yeah, he's given up on his lap.
As Bobo does a 31.9. Bobo, you have officially beaten Michael Schumacher's race lap record in qualifying.
Yeah, Connor's trying to generate as much energy as he can, but
yeah, he's staying way over to the right-hand side on that straight. Still, not that many people out on track still.
I suspect he might be pitting this lap, Connor, because he doesn't have that much energy, but he's going for it. Oh, there's a bit of a twitch on the exit of the final corner.
Yeah, we'll just see Connor now as he's going again through what I like to call the corkscrew, because it's a bit like a corkscrew. Turns 1, 2, and into 3.
Yeah, I can see it.
I just like to refer it as a corkscrew. Looks very planted, that Aston Martin of Connor.
Yeah,
and
he's a bit down, and he's got very little ERS left for the final sector, so
probably didn't save enough. Yeah, probably not save enough ERS on the way round on the previous lap. Mind you, after not saying much towards another sport, but I do like Connor's number after yesterday, I will say that, but I won't go into any more detail other than that. Number 5. I wonder why I like that after yesterday, but that's a different sport altogether.
Points will get deducted.
A now. we don't know how many points we're going to get deducted if when we move. Well, if or when we get promoted, but that's a different sport altogether. Focus on Formula 1. That's a different sport. Winky with a good showing at the moment in P8, 33.8. Just give Winky a bit of airtime during qualifying.
Our man's showing he's got much more pace than what he's showing currently. He's improved by 1.5 seconds.
Where is he? He's P10. There he is. He's currently P10. Yep. Just found him coming out the exit of 13 onto the straight. He's in the Alpine, who are currently second in the Constructors, 36 points behind Constructors leaders Ferrari. So quite a good battle going off in the Constructors' Championship there.
He's been doing very well in the Championship and P3. Wow.
Yep, goes P3 with a 32.4. Yeah, you say about Armour. Yeah, he's holding his own in the Championship. Currently second, 58 points behind Championship leader Stube, who, if I'm right in saying before the stream started, you said if he wins tonight, he could possibly, and then wins next week as well.
I'd have to check that, but I think he could, yeah.
There's a possibility that he could clinch it at Monza next week if he wins tonight.
Yeah.
But you'd have to double check your calculations after the results for this.
Now. How many races are there?
Well, we're on round 9 of 12.
So he'd need to be 75 points clear after the next race. So yeah, as long as he outscores everyone in this race.
Yeah.
Well,
just needs
the second. Yeah, as long as he's still 50 points ahead at the end of this race, he will have a chance of winning the championship next week.
As Wookie through the middle sector, the game has said he's got a purple middle sector, but we'll wait until the end of the lap. His teammate decides to stay over to the right hand side. J-Mo in the other McLaren. No tow whatsoever by the second McLaren for Wookie. For Wookie. So he comes out the hairpin of 14 and 15.
Sambal went purple in the first sector.
Yeah, just see the end of Wookie. Goes P2 on a 31.988. That is 7,000ths off of Bobo's pole time currently. That is super close at the top.
Very decent, yeah. So
you say Sambal?
Yeah, P12 improving by 1.2 seconds. So
yeah, we've got the back end of the Haas again, but we'll jump on board so we can see where he's actually going instead of where he's come from as he enters the turn 14 hairpin, then through 15. Looks a bit tentative through 16, but no harm in that. Improves by 2.2 seconds to P8 on a 33.7. So he's currently P8 now in the Haas. Obviously Lorpy and the other Haas cannot qualify with being an elite tier driver.
Five Eclipse is only marginally improving, nothing major for him.
Yeah, we'll jump to the Mercedes. Yeah, 40 thousandths up on his lap.
Sambal's got an Aston Martin coming up behind him. Okay, he doesn't hold him up. Avinash is on a very good lap currently.
Yeah, we'll just see the end of
1.5, nearly 1.6 seconds down in 214.
Yeah, we'll jump to that in a minute. Just see the end of Hive's lap. As he doesn't improve, he's a margin slower. So we'll jump to Avinash now.
Yep. And for information, the other Aston Martin as well is improving by 4.5 tenths.
So Connor's looking to improve on P7, whereas Avinash is looking to improve on P14. Bobo's on has just started a flying lap as well, so we'll jump to him briefly to see if he can extend his run at the top as Avinash goes P9, and that's qualifying over.
Hornet's improving by half a second. We've got
he's
big
coming through turn 13.
Ooh, P4 for Connor. That's good.
That's a good improvement from Connor. Currently on the second row of the grid. Obviously Ferrari want to get up there as well with being leading the constructors.
Stu has gone purple in the middle sector, but it's only a 3/10 improvement for the moment, so he shouldn't be going much further than 4th or 5th as it stands.
Baby Hornet goes third on a 32.0, so that's one Ferrari.
Another very quick lap. That's very close at the top.
Yeah, we'll jump to Stu. Go on board so we don't see the rear of the Ferrari.
Clips goes from P14 to P8, but that's a second of improvement.
Nice line by Stu in the
championship leader go.
Yep, see, he goes only 6th. So Stu, the championship leader, only 6th fastest.
J-Mer's going to set a lap as well. It's looking good. P8.
Yeah, J-Mer in the McLaren goes P8. Pushes on as Bobo goes slightly quicker with a 31.904, so that is definitely pole position for the AlphaTauri. I think that is qualifying, yes, because Avinash is not on a lap at all. He's just going to bring it into the garage.
That was a more than decent qualifying session.
Yeah, some very good lap times, especially from the likes of Bobo and Wookie getting into the 31s. The only two drivers to get into the 31s. Baby Hornet very close to getting into the 31s himself. Yeah, plenty of good laps there.
And of course we've got the higher tier drivers at the back of the grid.
Any news on possibly restarting with...
Yeah, I'll have a look, but they might have communicated it back. Might have reset lobby, don't think of that. It looks like we're going to have to reset it.
Because obviously we've got a driver that has qualified that shouldn't have. But we'll run through provisionally.
We won't reset it. Stays as it is.
Stays it, okay. So we're going to be carrying on anyway. So the running order for Comtes Chinese Grand Prix: Bobo takes pole, Wookie second, Baby Hornet third, Freddy fourth, Connor fifth, Stoob sixth, Armar seventh, Jamer eighth, Hive 9th, Fox 10th, Avinash 11th, Winky 12th, Sambal 13th, Smith 14th, Mark 15th, Jackster 16th, Kaiser Soze 17th, Lorpy 18th, Airways 19th, and a red car Rambo in 20th. It would be nice if we knew what... Oh, that's looking a bit hazy.
Yeah.
And looking a bit dark. It's looking a bit dark, miserable.
But dry. For the moment.
For the time being, obviously, with with the cloud cover and everything, obviously the track temperature is going to be much colder. Well, not a lot colder, but a little bit colder than it was in qualifying, because obviously the sun was out in qualifying, and we have no sun at all now. Are we in China or are we in Britain?
Well, have you seen some of the wet races there have been in this?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
It's not unusual.
No, it's not.
As Tom Jones would say.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, we've had, 17 races now in real life F1, and we had a wet sprint, a wet sprint Q3 on that.
21 minus the 5 in this.
And obviously we had the wet qualifying for you lot in Elite. We had a sprinkling of rain towards the end of the expert race, but luckily we didn't have to change onto inters. It didn't affect us too much.
Towards the end. So, Mr. Bitticus, what do you think about all the content that's been released about F1 24?
I haven't really looked into it much. I mean, I do like what they're implementing for the new game, because obviously they're trying to make it more to how close everything behaves in real life. I do like that they've now factored in that if you drive offline in the wet, it cools your tyres down. I do like that factor because I do it anyway. I mainly drive offline in the wet as well to get a good clear view of in front, because obviously the spray can be a pain to deal with.
Yeah, that's an understatement. No, it is a nice small feature. I enjoy that, but yeah, hoping that it will be more than just that. There are a few.
Well, we'll probably know more as the month of April goes on, because obviously the official release date is the 31st of May, which is right at the end of the month, but you get 3 days, the game 3 days early if you have the Champions edition.
Or just if you pre-order it.
Yeah, that is true.
I I can wait.
And I can guarantee there's quite a few people in this league that have pre-ordered the Champions Edition because they are too eager to want to get a leg up on everybody else.
I don't mind the standard edition. All the cars there are plenty of cars that's great, and they're all fighting and they're miles behind max, so it's all very, very realistic.
Yeah, and to be honest, the cover shows that as well, because you've got a car miles off to the left-hand side of the cover. I wonder whose car that just happens to be.
It doesn't even appear on it.
That's what I mean.
That's how bad it is.
I will say this, the cover looks a lot better for 24 than the cover for 23. Because the cover for 23 looks like you've got Hamilton, Leclerc, and especially the standard edition, Hamilton, Leclerc, and Norris look like they've just been like photoshopped in and then just cropped in to make them all fit. Because you like got straight lines between. You can see the straight lines when they're next to each other. It's not the best cover. Obviously, being a bit biased here, I think the favourite cover of F1 game for me would have to be the 2020 Schumacher edition for me. I wonder why.
Maybe there may be a clue in that. I don't know.
Massive clue.
One day you might reveal it. One day you might reveal it.
There is a massive clue in that factor.
Right, so we've got one soft tyre driver, and Jackster, I'm falling in love with you. What are you doing to me today? You're making me feel... Wow.
Oh, yes.
Qualifying
I see Mark's...
starting on softs, honestly.
I see Mark's gone for the same strategy as Monday. He's starting on the hards in Expert and seems to be implementing that strategy again today.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think from what I'm hearing though...
Yeah.
You're currently one of Jackster's biggest fans now. He does intermediates in quali and now he's starting on the soft tyre for the race. Have you been messaging him today at all?
Well, I just sent him one or two private pictures and that must have motivated him. Just a few pictures of strategies, you know. So.
A fake Frenchman in coalition with a Dutchman.
With a Red Bull driver.
Ooh. That's the enemy, you know.
It is. The Dutch Red Bull driver. So.
Sick of that combo.
What else? Is there any surprising tyre picks? Hive Eclipses on hard in 9th. Completely encircled by medium tyres there. Pretty.
Yeah, majority of the grid have gone for the medium tyres, but I wonder if those on the hard tyres know something that everybody else probably doesn't. Are we probably expecting rain towards the end?
Could be, but if you're driving a race with absolutely no safety cars, I think starting on the hards is the best strategy around here.
Well, a medium hard or a hard medium is obviously the strategy to go because the tyre drop-off is significant here.
Yep.
As we wait for the last car of Red Car Rambo to line up on the grid, we'll jump on board with Bobo. We have 4-5 lights, and we're away in China for the Comptier race. Everyone looks to get away cleanly. Stu jumps ahead of Connor just on the line. But Bobo holds position in the opening corners.
It's looking relatively clean, but we've got a McLaren spinning around it.
Yeah. Jamer dropping places as Wookie is having a little look on Bobo out of turn 4, but decides to filter in for turn 6. Got a few races as Connor's got, looks like Connor's got Stu back. So championship leader down in 6th still. As Mark's made an absolute flyer from towards the back of the grid. He's already up to P8, keeping his nose tied in out of trouble. Currently in front of Fox, which I don't think we saw on Monday. I think it was the other way around on Monday, but anyway. Jackster making moves, obviously on the soft tyre. He's got to utilise that tyre the best he can as we have a lead change. Wookie has jumped ahead of Bobo,
he's
and
not
Bobo's
up, though.
no,
he's going for
looking
the inside.
to come. Yep. Nice. Oh, and Baby Hornet's trying to have a look as well, but thinks better of it as the Alpha Tauri and the McLaren got a better launch. Oh, bit of a twitch by.
Nicely.
Yep. Shades of Carlos Sainz last weekend, and obviously Fernando Alonso.
Well.
Yep. Yeah. As we have two pitters, Smith has pitted and Hive has pitted. Both Mercedes already in the pits after the first lap. That is not good for the.
It's the world famous Mercedes double stack at Shanghai, but just at the back of the grid.
Yeah, no pressure, boys. Obviously, sadly, with that, because having to pit early and being so far behind, they're going to have to hope for that dreaded car that comes out if incident happens. I'm not going to say what it is because I could get told off.
It's just for health and safety measures.
Yes, although you enjoyed bringing it up at Silverstone, if I'm correct on comms.
But did it actually come out?
No, we had none.
Yeah, so. But yeah, this
got
is
some
hurt them a lot
good fighting. Fox up to P7 ahead of Armour, which is definitely. Oh, Bobo's lost a place. Baby Hornet up into second. We have a yellow flag. That is, I'm guessing Smith has dropped it out of possibly turn 6, but he's got going again. As Wookie 35.9. As we have an Alpine off at the back there, as Armand's gone already.
Oh,
turn 16. We have that dreaded car out.
These Mercedes will be relieved because this.
Yes.
An early pit stop. They would have to pit again, and this pit lane is so costly. You go through it and you lose so much time. I mean, Chris pit during a virtual safety car. He still lost about 20 seconds. I think he lost 23 seconds during a virtual safety car. That's how expensive a pit stop is around this place. So
majority of the pit stops. Yeah, majority of the pit stops in Expert were funnily enough behind or under either a virtual safety car or a full safety car. Because I remember my first pit stop was under a virtual and my second was under a full. So, I mean, with the tyre drop off in China, if you get I think the safety car's a bit too early to do much at this point, but if it was a little bit later on because of the tyre drop off and how much you take out of those front tyres, if a safety car does come out, you the general idea is to take the chance.
Definitely.
Because the undercut here as well is so strong with the fresh tyres as well, but obviously it all evens out in the end with the drop off of tyre. But obviously we're just going to stick with Wookie for the time being, who's leading after the opening few laps.
do you have any fond memories around this track?
I think I've seen a Alfa Romeo diving into the pits. Jackster's deciding to pit to get off those soft tyres. That is not a bad idea at all. And it sees Lorpe is also dived into the pits under the safety car as well.
Bit early in my opinion, even for Jackster, but it's not his tier, so...
Nah, well, at least he's got that mandatory pit stop out the way. He's got that tyre to stop out the... Oh, has he gone for another...
No. It's Lauby who's gone for softs. I got fooled there.
Obviously, I ain't got the tyres up because I don't want to give any...
It's fun at this stage, you know.
Just rather be safe than sorry.
What's going on?
Well, true, yeah, but I mean, what's the harm of making them guess?
Don't worry, it's not.
But going back to what you asked me earlier of any fond memories of China. Obviously, one of the memories that comes to mind would have to be the 2006 Chinese Grand Prix when Michael Schumacher made it win number 91 to keep his championship hopes alive that season. Ended up being his last race win as well. Obviously, for some British fans, obviously one of the least memorable moments would have to be the 2007 Chinese Grand Prix when, which is now tarmac now, so it probably won't happen ever again. But Hamilton ended up beaching it in the pit entry on the right hand side because it was gravel at the time. Now it's been all tarmacked off, been made into a little runoff area. Obviously, I said at the start of the stream, the first Chinese Grand Prix in 2004 was won by none other than Ferrari's Rubens Barrichello. You got any memories of China that pop out?
Well, 2007 was definitely mine. Kind of traumatic, to be honest, at that time.
Yeah, I can have it a guess.
Of Formula 1, I was only 9.
Yeah.
I saw that like, what the hell is happening?
I could definitely say at that point there was I can definitely say there was about 3 individuals screaming at their TV screens when that happened. I'm guessing one of them is currently racing in P8 at the moment. Mark, obviously a Hamilton fan, British driver fan in general. So, to be honest, any British fan that day would have been absolutely yelling at their TV monitors.
Yeah, because he was winning it, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
I think it was well clear of everybody, and he was on track
he was,
to actually win the championship, not just be in a good position.
I think what went wrong was obviously he came into the pits. Safety car is coming in at the end of this lap, so Wookie will be taking de facto role as safety car. So I'll quickly get it out of my chest. I think it wasn't a bad call by Lewis at the time, but I think the problem was obviously at the time they had the gravel at that point, and his inters were practically slick tyres. There was majority of the tread were gone.
Dry tyres.
The inters were near enough. Was he on dries or inter?
I can't. It's dry tyres.
I can't remember. It's been so long.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. No. That's then. This is now. That's real life F1. This is the MRC. Where is Wookie going to decide to go? Is he going to go the same place as Max Verstappen? He does. He goes out the hairpin.
Runs a bit wide there.
Even Connor goes even wider. There's a few cars going. Cars going plenty wide out of turn 16, but everyone seems to be safe and sound.
All 19. The 19 remaining are still running.
Yeah, Bobo looking a bit racy on that restart, but somebody that's looking very racy at the moment is obviously Baby Hornet, looking to snatch that first place from Wookie. So we're going to stick with the front two for the time being, if anything goes off.
Now he's under pressure from Tier 3 drivers around him down in P17.
Got a few cars close together because obviously we've just gone green flag racing. Baby Hornet doing what he needs to do for Ferrari in the constructors, but Stube, to be honest, with Armour's retirement, that's kind of helped Stube out in the Drivers' Championship. As Hive has got 5 seconds for corner cutting, so something's gone there.
Yeah,
he's significantly in the back. He's spun some, what we're saying, lost the car, tried to gather it, cut the corner, and got penalised for it.
No, he must have damage. He's got an end plate missing. 2 end plates. He's got 1 end plate missing as well. So there must have been some contact of some sort at that corner specifically. And yeah,
looks like Jack's just made a move down at the hairpin. He's up to 14th in the Alfa Romeo. We've got Red Car Rambo and Avinash having a scrap through turns 1 and 2. And then you got the other McLaren and J Moore, as well as Red Car decides to hold it round the outside of Avinash round turn 3 and 4.
Father?
Nice and smooth. Shame he's not in a Ferrari, but then again he wouldn't be caught anywhere near one of those cars, as Hive is in the pit, so I'm guessing
except for a
getting those yeah, he's got no choice in the matter. But mind you, I don't think he's too bothered, especially with who his teammate is, as we have a yellow flag. Avinash has gone round. The Aston Martin of Avinash tumbling down the order. We'll jump back to the front as Freddie looks to be putting a lot of pressure on Connor.
Yep, Connor's going to be struggling. He's been
Connor
really
going
good since his
defensive
comeback,
rather early, but Freddie following him, getting that toe. Pulls to the inside. Going to make his stick. Oh, a bit of a lock up by the Red Bull. Tries to hold it. Connor having a look back.
That was a 7.5.
Connor holds it round the outside to take the place back. So Connor
track there.
Yeah, so obviously Stu trying to keep his nose clean just behind. He can't. Well, he can probably afford to. Well, I don't think he has any intention of making a mistake or whatnot, especially with the amount of points he's looking to gain over second place at the moment. Because as we know, Armour, second in the championship, is currently out of the race, so no points there, which also hurts Alpine in the constructors.
Yep, because the other Ferrari, Simon, is doing really well up front. He was
he's
just about a second behind, and he's really staying on the back of Wookie here.
Oh, he just caught that.
He's going to cost him.
So he's lost a bit of time there. He's out of DRS of Wookie, and he's going to be under a bit of pressure from Bobo in the AlphaTauri just behind. So we'll go on board with Bobo to have a look at that, see if he can get anywhere close to Ferrari. Wookie decides to try and not give the slipstream from the Ferrari in front.
Battle for P4, Connor and Freddie round 2. Freddie's sending it even harder than the last time.
Oh, massive lock up by the Red Bull again, just keeps it on track. Connor gets back on the inside again. As we saw earlier,
a bit desperate.
Winky with 3 seconds for track limits. That's kind of a queue behind Connor, so obviously Connor being the cork in a
bottle.
He likes to throw that word around quite a lot when it's referencing Chris Bailey, but hindsight, away from that. But yeah, that mistake by Baby Hornet last lap
cost him dear.
Cost him, yeah.
But he's still clinging on to Wookie. He's not losing that much time. He's still thereabouts.
Yeah, Hive sets a 35-0 on the soft tyre.
Yeah. Keep it for his front wing.
Yeah.
Connor's so much.
Yes. He's either got...
How much wear has he got?
I don't know, but he must be taking a lot out those tyres, trying to keep the likes of Freddy behind.
Yeah.
And it looks like Mark and Fox going side by side into the hairpin.
Whoa.
As we have a move, as we have, I think, Airways and Jackster having a ding-dong further back. But we'll keep on this train for the time being. Because we have a train of about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars behind. Well, 4 cars behind Connor, so 5 in total. Yeah. And with the way the car's sliding about, he is, I will give the devil his due, very well to keep all those cars behind him, especially with 2 expert tier drivers behind him as well, in Fox and Mark. How dare my teammate be racing for Red Bull in this one?
Yeah.
I wasn't going to say anything, but I've held my breath long enough.
Well, you know.
Then again, we had to suffer the effects last week.
Yeah, it was us last week. It's his time to be a
Baby
traitor,
Hornet seems to be slightly opening the gap to Bobo, even though he's staying within that DRS. As I think Mark's looking to make a move on Freddy, and he does. That's hard tyre on hard tyre. Mark on the inside makes the move look nice and easy. He's going to be wanting to keep up with Fox, because those two probably looking to see who can finish in front of the other. Bragging rights. Because obviously Fox got bragging rights on Monday, finishing ahead of Mark, so I'm guessing Mark would probably like to get bragging rights tonight and probably finish ahead of Fox.
Definitely. Connor isn't losing that much time. He's only lost about
but he's
tenths, maybe 2 tenths over
Fox near enough going right up the diffuser, but he's getting in relative. Oh, Bobo has Bobo has taken Baby Hornet.
Completely missed what happened because Bobo's 3 seconds behind Wookie. There must have been a big mistake.
My guess is
Simon somewhere.
Baby Hornet had a bit of a twitch or something, and like a couple laps prior. That's definitely gave Wookie plenty of breathing time out front.
I think he's lost his tyres.
So that's another driver struggling with their tyres, because that gap to between 3rd and 4th was a bit bigger than that, but now it's down to 1.4. So yeah, Baby Hornet seems to be really struggling on those medium tyres. I mean, we're going to be round about the pit stop window for the medium tyres. Currently on lap 11, so we're not far off the window as Connor goes diving into the pit lane. So that's he's made the first move out the top few cars.
That's very early.
Probably looking at the undercut.
Yeah, but 17 laps is a long way on these tyres.
Yes, especially with the
ish for the first few laps.
Yeah, especially with the drop off, that's for sure.
Yeah. The problem is that I think it might be a bit too early. The benefit of his tyres won't be as big as what Hornet will get later on. So I think Simon's just got to stay out for now. He's catching up Bobo a bit as well. He's caught up by half a tenth in just under 2 sectors, so it's still going well for him, but he's lost a heck of a lot of time to Wookie. He's now 5.5 seconds behind.
But well, it's saying for about 4.5 seconds, so Wookie looking very comfortable out in front. I bet he's sat in that car thinking he's Lando Norris. Well, he's putting on a Lando Norris-esque performance.
He's still not won a race.
Oh yeah, he hasn't won a race in comp yet, so he's obviously wanting to stomp it. Oh yeah, Norris hasn't. Yeah, sorry.
I think Wookie has.
I think Wookie has. Yeah. I don't. Well, I've been on comms a few times for comp tier. I should know this, but I tend to. I don't. You wouldn't say yes, would you? Baby Hornet looking very close to Bobo now, so my guess he's gone through that graining phase and he's got a bit of grip in there again, so...
Yep.
Obviously, 5 seconds now, Wookie's lead, so Wookie eking that out bit by bit, looking very comfortable.
Car by car.
Baby Hornet keeping close to the back of Bobo through these sequence of corners. Obviously, you want to keep as close to the back as of the AlphaTauri as possible, as we have a yellow flag. That is a Haas round. We have a safety car. Yep. I'm expecting a lot of cars to be diving in the pits now.
Yes, they will all be, and Connor is currently trying to find a safe place to cry.
Yeah, this has not helped Connor one bit.
Yep. It was a very audacious strategy to go for the undercut that early, and this is going to hurt him because he won't be getting a free pit stop, whereas everybody ahead of him will. Yeah,
the likes of... it'll be interesting to see...
P10, but on used tyres.
Yeah, I mean, he may even decide to box himself for the fresh tyres, so he's on an equal playing field with everybody else, but then he's lost so much track position because of it, as obviously Wookie pits from the lead, Bobo in as well, Baby Hornet. Everybody's going to be diving in, so there's going to be quite a very, very busy pit lane at this point.
Mediums till the end from here for Connor wouldn't be too bad, but it's how much this is costing him, because he was P5, I believe.
He was about P5, P6, yeah, when he pitted, and he's obviously down in 14th now.
Yep, and
he is carrying on. He is carrying on.
Track position.
So we'll see where he...
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe, and maybe 8. No,
he
7.
Just threads into P7th, so he slots in behind Stube and just in front of Freddy, but his tyres are going to be not as nice as everybody else.
Where is not too bad, but it's
it
two
does.
You wouldn't want.
It's like you say, it's not too bad, but it does show, especially on restarts, because of the amount of grip that because obviously everybody else who's just pitted, brand new tyres, plenty of grip, so they. Although it can also go the other way, because obviously Connor's on, obviously 2-lap hold, as you say, so obviously they've already got the heat in them, so he should be able to get the heat generated slightly better than everybody else, but obviously this is a game and not real life, so it sometimes doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
That would be a nice thing to implement into the F1 games as well.
I believe that some improvements have been made to tyre temperatures.
Right.
I wouldn't say it's perfect, but it's a bit more challenging. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, but a lot of people are going off what they've seen and heard from the beta, and obviously we had the first trailer or whatever it was the other day. We've had another one today on some more information on it that I haven't had a look at yet. but obviously majority of the changes that are made is obviously to, it's what they call it, the dynamic handling or something is the significant change.
Some people think there's a lot of change. I don't feel too much of a change. There's definitely a change, but it feels like you can still push quite a bit on your tyres. Braking's a bit different, but the traction's pretty good. So it looks more like 23 than it looks like 22 as it stands. I actually enjoy it.
Yeah, I don't think we want to go back to 22 by any means, because those cars handled like, I'm not going to say.
Like the AlphaTauri livery.
Yeah, pretty much. I think a couple of the admins, like Mark and that, refer to the bull on the engine cover of the AlphaTauri as a squatting dog. I think.
I think they do, yeah.
I don't know why I still know. I don't know why I still can remember that, but hey ho. Useless information at its best.
You never know. It can help in MRC trivia.
I don't do pub quizzes. Oh dear. Right. So yeah, currently on lap 15 of 28.
A bit of luck, but at a stretch. Could be in this lap, but
waiting for the Aston Martin of Avinash to catch up to the back of the queue. Do you think Wookie will go the same place as he did before on the restart, or do you think he'll probably mix it up to try and have Bobo guessing?
I think he'll go earlier.
You're guessing he'll go earlier? I mean, I think the common place for the restart is out of the hairpin, because if I'm not mistaken, Max in the real life F1 did it twice out of the hairpin. Because obviously he can get the traction down and his foot down and get the traction, and everybody else has got to try and do it, and trying to get it down is not as easy as we could probably think. But that's why they do restarts the way they do, to try and catch everybody out. And putting the cone of shame on myself and not brake and re-accelerate. Just briefly putting the cone of shame on myself there.
Right, so strategy. Bobo was the only tier driver on the mediums up front.
Yeah, Wookie on the hard. So obviously, Bobo's gonna want to utilise the faster tyre at this moment. Majority of the drivers will probably be on the hard tyre now at this point, with starting on the mediums.
Yep. Wookie was the fastest driver earlier on, managing to create a gap. But will he be able to do this? To do so on hard tyres?
Yeah, he's got to do it all over again. As he's now de facto safety car, because the lights are out on the safety car, and Bert Myland has said, "My job's done. Now it's your turn." Bobo getting quite close to Wookie on this restart. Obviously, rules in MRC as well as in real life, you can't go alongside another car on the restart. It is single file. So where is Wookie going to go on this restart? Is he going to go at the hairpin again? No, he's not. He's going a little bit later. My guess he's going to be going out the final corner. He's gone before the final corner. Bobo's kept him in his view, but we are green racing again. Everyone looking
cleanly.
That's what we like to hear.
Ooh, a bit of a touch at the back between the Mercedes and Sambal in the Haas.
Have a look down the middle of the pack to see if we have any changes. Doesn't look to be. So briefly jump to the back to the front to see if
there's a bit of scrap in P15. Airways is going through on Kizasove.
Yeah, we see that on the right.
CBG Sambal.
Oh, Sambal's gone.
Oh, he's burning his tyres.
Oh, he's going to be shredding those.
Oh, he's around again. Right.
I think he's burnt those tyres too much. Hive has made a place as well. Bobo's not made the gain on Wookie as we probably thought with the faster tyres. Wookie is completely in control.
Well, Bobo's just staying in contact at the moment. With Wookie, and Wookie's used quite a bit of his battery to try and create a gap, and he's going to be finding it a bit harder in the next 2 laps.
Yeah, as we just see Connor in the back of shot running slightly wide out the final corner. And Bobo's got a second to Baby Hornet, so he's going to be safe from the Ferrari behind, but Baby Hornet has got the likes of Mark and Fox right up his diffuser, as well as Stube as well.
Yep, they're tough customers, so
obviously Mark and Fox want to be looking for the bragging rights to see who can finish out ahead of who out of those two.
I can't remember the new rules, but I believe the higher tier drivers should be pitting.
Yes, those from lap. Expert and Elite have to pit on the penultimate lap.
So please remember it, guys.
I think that was implemented so it gets them out of the way of the tier drivers that are racing. Bobo not close enough to Wookie to get a tow as such, but Mark has made a move on Baby Hornet. I'm guessing my guess would be Baby Hornet is thinking, right, I don't have to worry about those. My main priority is doing what I need to do for myself in the drivers and the team in the constructors, so he doesn't want to get involved with the likes of Mark and Fox, who are higher tier.
Yeah, he could use them to try and get back up to the first two.
Winky with another 3 seconds. That's 6 in total for Winky now. Alright showing. It's not a bad showing by Winky, I will say, because obviously he's a sports tier driver reserving in comp tier, so gets a bit of an early idea of how the track is before his race later on.
A bit of cheating.
Mind you, majority of us do it on Friday, ready for Monday. Bobo looking relatively close to Wookie here, so obviously he's going to be looking to try and make the move down towards turn 14. Yep, because we have DRS now.
Looking for the right moment to go by and not use his tires too much.
Yep, DRS open.
And Mark is there as well.
Moves to the inside, and the move is done way before the just before the braking zone, so he's able to brake where he needs to and comfortably slot in front of the McLaren. So now Bobo's got to try and take advantage of the medium tyres as Baby Hornet gets 3 seconds. He went slightly wide out of turn 16. Tried to keep it in, but slightly over the limits. Tried to keep it in, sadly couldn't.
This could
as Kaiser Soze's gone, and we have another safety car. That is out of turn 16.
There must have been contact there with Winky, because Winky was...
Yeah, the 2 dots were quite close together on that piece of the track, so possible contact. Probably something that will end up being seen in the stewards.
As Sambal goes into the pits with his burnt medium tyres.
Yeah, at least he can put some fresh ones on now. So yeah, again, everybody gets a breather because we're behind the safety car again. 8 or 9 laps to go. It'll be 8 laps after this.
And the sun is out.
Yeah, I can see a bit of a shadow from the car, so the sun is trying to creep out for the end of this Grand Prix.
Here comes the sun.
Careful, you'll make it rain.
You saw what I was trying to do.
I know you ant. I know you ant. Can't get one past me.
You know my wide range of singing skills.
Oh,
everything's very
Steve in the comments. I spun ahead due to 2 colliding. I was behind and the cars cross-track, didn't ghost. Very unfortunate. Yeah. As a lot of majority of people. Oh, Baby Hornet, 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. That is going to hurt. And the Ferraris are double stacking as well.
Drive-through penalty for Avinash.
Speeding under safety car. It's all kicking off.
Yep.
5-second penalties for speeding. Drive-through penalties for speeding. Airways decides to retire in the pit lane. Possible, probably too much damage on that car, would be my guess.
The guys who've pit have all gone for soft tyres. They are going to be rapid.
They
the guys
are.
Ahead of them have got 7 or 8 laps of tyre wear.
They are going to burn out quite quickly, although, which caught us out by surprise, they went relatively long on Friday, as we found out, which caught us, a couple of us by surprise, including yourself.
They run well, but the thing is that they've got a lot
performance
of
drop-offs, plus the performance drop-offs quick.
So usually the softs feel a bit slower than the other tyres by around 6 laps. But they've already got a 6-lap head start if you discount the safety car lap.
Yeah.
They've already got a 6-lap head start, so basically till the end they are going to be miles quicker.
I think a lot of people saw what Chris Bailey did at the end of Elite here, went to the soft tyres and absolutely gone gung-ho to try and make up for what he lost under the virtual.
Yeah, unfortunately the virtual wasn't enough to ensure a quick pit stop. But
sure, that is fine, Martin, quick. As you've asked nicely. Martin's asked for the tyres. Majority of the people that are pitted under this safety car, as Ant said earlier, have gone to the soft tyres. So that's Bobo, Wookie, Friddy, Connor, Stoob, Jamer, Baby Hornet, who's pitted again.
Yeah, serving his penalty.
Yeah, so that's Baby Hornet getting his 5 seconds out of the way. So he'll have possibly some brand new softs put on as well. Yep, there it is.
It's hard to say if it's worth pitting, because he could very well be held up by slower drivers than him.
Yeah, Avinash has gone back in the pits as well. But yeah, the only one out of those that have pitted, the only one to not go on the soft tyre is Winky. So my guess is either he didn't change. Yeah, he's probably got no new softs probably.
Yeah.
So he's took the safer option and gone for the fresh mediums, which ain't bad, but obviously he's not going to have the pace as everybody else. But those that didn't pit and have stayed out, the likes of Mark, Fox, Redcar, Lorpy, Jackster, Smith and Hive, all on 8 or 9 lap old tyres. The 8 lap old hards on Fox will be feeling okay. Those on the mediums will be okay-ish at this point. Still.
Yeah, okay. Just about okay.
Yeah, so we'll remove that now as we're about to go green light racing with our resident Captain Hodge. Fueled on rum and nothing more at the front of the safety car queue. My guess he's got a little glass of rum at the side of him for after.
Oh, hydration is an important bit.
Oh yeah, very. Yeah. Mark doesn't believe in water, he believes in rum.
If he wrote the Bible.
And to be fair, if he had his way, it'd be a Hyundai safety car. Let's not forget that. Where is he gonna go though? As we're about to go racing.
Walker, no Johnny Walker.
Oh, he's keeping Fox waiting.
Captain Morgan.
And he's gone out of the final corner, but Fox is right on the back of the Alfa Romeo. So Fox is gonna
having a look at Bobo and Wookie. How quickly are they going to be working their way up?
That'll be something to keep an eye on. But
Bobo's lost it. Because it's mostly the higher tier drivers up front. It is up to P5.
Yeah, well, as it stands then, Smith is currently
leading,
yeah. It's currently a Mercedes 1-2, Das Plan.
1-2. Amazing, guys. Oh no, Das Plan isn't fighting each other. No, and spinning round. Oh, well, you had to bring Das Plan up. This race, ladies and gentlemen, isn't sponsored by DasPlan.com. It was the previous race. So, merch has unfortunately been completely destocked. We've got nothing left. Everybody's been
Mark Dennison has corrected me. Big glass of rum for Mark at the side of it. How big was saying? Bobo P6 on those soft tyres.
Yeah, he's managed to keep it up. I don't know how he did that because he got past.
Stube currently outside the points. Stube is currently outside the points at the moment, but that could all change eventually. Baby Hornet
will.
Yeah, as Bobo and Jackster going side by side. Bobo making the move, like taking candy from a Dutch baby just then on the soft tyres compared to those used medium tyres.
Have you ever done that? Or have you dreamt about doing it?
Well, I wouldn't mind taking candy from Jackster, that's for sure. Right underneath, right away from him. He don't deserve it. Mark Dennison says at least a pint. Makes sense. Makes sense. Wookie has advanced up to P7.
Yeah, we've got Smith falling down the order.
Lock up there by Lorpy.
That's what the tyre grip difference.
Yeah, Smith and Hive on those used tyres. Whoa, the grip that Bobo had literally just made it look like Lorpy was standing still.
Cutting through bottom with a hot knife.
Pretty much. Yeah, Mandy's got a good point. He's probably even swigging straight from the bottle. I mean, my guess is he's got probably the bottle sat at the side of him and one of those straws, and he's drinking as he's driving, which I wouldn't recommend. Don't drink and drive.
Well,
Bobo.
He's an American football fan, isn't he, Mark?
Yes, he does like the NFL. So does Red Card, to be fair.
He probably has one of those drinking kits.
Oh, I forgot about those hats. Yeah, the drinking hats. Yes. Yes.
He's probably all equipped.
Yeah, more than likely.
That. Mark, you will not have the drink. You will not have the drink.
Tell him, Mark, he can't have a drink of rum. He will define all orders and have a swig of rum, even if you tell him not to. But anyway,
he'll find a way.
Yeah, he will.
Where there's a will, there's a way. Very close battling between Wookie and Jackster.
Oh, Avanash with a 34.8 to take the fastest lap.
Smits around and he sent it. Wookie sent it up the inside of turn 4 or 5. I don't know how this is numbered.
That is. We're just going through turn 7 into turn 8.
Oh, twitchy rear end again. But he's very well positioned for this small.
Yes, he is. He's right on the diffuser of Jackster. Jackster flashing as well, so he's got very little ERS deployment.
As it stands, it looks like the race is pretty much won for Bobo.
Yeah, Bobo looking comfortable.
Driver in the Red Bull sponsored car. Again.
Yeah, Bobo getting through the pack as quickly as possible, so he keeps.
There by Jackster.
Yep.
And he's going to be under pressure from Freddy behind.
Yeah, Freddy's having a look as well.
Yeah, he's got a very healthy battery.
Yeah. But as you're saying, it's looking relatively comfortable for Bobo. He's made sure he got past cars, leaving cars in between him and Wookie to leave Wookie the work to try and get through, which he hasn't got through cars quick as Bobo has. Although he will be looking to have a look at Lorpy possibly into turn 6. Yep, Lorpy's decided to lift off, give way, and let him have the position. Saves Wookie having to fight for it.
I'm watching Connor's driving a bit at the moment. It's a bit strange when he's in corners. He's dabbing on the throttle. On and off, on and off, on and off. Do you know if he's racing on the wheel or?
I think he usually races on a wheel. Yeah. From what I know, is Hyber's got 3 seconds.
Yep. Because that dabbing on the throttle, I think that's unsettling his car.
Yes. Oh, we've got Fox and Mark going side by side, just in front of Bobo. Bobo going for both of them.
Whoa! What a move!
Audacious.
He can afford it because he's got the grip. But wow.
Yeah, he's got plenty of grip. Oh, Mark didn't cater. Mark didn't cater for Bobo breaking for the corner because Mark was going into the pits, and he's just spun.
Oh my goodness! I only was on Bobo's on board. I didn't see what happened. Oh my goodness.
Bobo broke for the final corner. Mark was going into the pits, and it was just a minor little tap, and the AlphaTauri went round.
I was about to remind everybody to pit this lap.
Well, I think Fox had to bail out of it, because I think Fox was going to be going into the pits as well, but he had to bail out of it because of the contact between Mark and Bobo. But that has practically gifted the win to Wookie, because he's got Fox ahead of him, he's got Red Car behind him who are still have to pit the extra pit stop, and then you got Freddy about 3 seconds behind.
Yeah, this has cost him a lot, and this will cost Stube quite a lot as well, because he's gone from having Wookie scoring 18 points to scoring 25.
Yes, he has. So obviously he's gained on armour. He's not even gained points on armour either, because he is going to get.
I think he will be with the motions.
Yeah, it's going to be very minor though.
Very minor.
Only minor points. Obviously, Wookie, the big beneficiary, as Fox is finally gone in. I think that was red car diving in as well. So Wookie starts the final lap, and he's had a bit of a quiet waste. Jay Moore in third. In the other McLaren.
Mm-hmm.
Sports Tier's own Jay Moore, third place, under the radar. It's looking to be a McLaren 1-3. That's if Jay Moore can hold Bobo off on this final lap, which we'll jump to see what happens. But Connor's there as well.
Has surpassed everything I've done in my career.
Enlighten very quickly.
He's got the balls I've never had.
Let me guess, he's gone into on a dry track.
No, have a quick look. P12.
Let's have a quick look then.
And then
he's gone full wets. Wow, Fox.
Switch to B4. Switch to B4.
Yeah, I'm going quickly. We'll see if Bobo can make a move on J-Mo before the end, but he's not close enough. He's not going to... he's broke late.
That's a very unorthodox move, but I like it.
Yep, we'll jump to Wookie. As he crosses line, Wookie wins in the McLaren 32nd, and it looks to be that Jay Moore is going to hold off. Oh!
We don't like
Bobo
that.
lost it on the way across the line. But that's Bobo P4, so Jay Moore third. Bobo P4, Connor P5. Baby Hornet getting points for Ferrari in P6. Waiting for the rest to come across the line. Smith crosses the line. Stube, P11. No points for the championship leader.
I think, yep, no points for him today.
We'll run through
1-2 starting from P10.
Yeah, pretty much. But we'll run through the order.
This is a shocker.
Oh, right. So J Moore is comped here now.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know he had had a promotion, so I stand corrected. But either way, come under the radar for third place. Huge points for McLaren in the championship as well. Brilliant for them.
That's 40 big points for them.
Yes, it is.
Because that brings them up to potentially P4. I don't know how many points AlphaTauri scored.
So we'll
12 at least, so maybe P5. Yep, P5 for...
So we'll run through the order.
Mercedes now.
The provisional order regarding stewards' decisions and all of that malarkey. Wookie wins. Freddie second, J-Moore third, so McLaren with a very strong performance today. Bobo P4, Connor P5, Baby Hornet P6, Sambal 7th, Winky 8th, Hive 9th, Smith rounding off the top 10, Championship leader Stube in 11th, Avinash in 12th with the fastest lap, will not get that bonus point. Red Car 13th, Mark 14th, Jackster 15th, Lorpy 16th, Fox 17th, Airways 18th, Kaiser 19th and Armar 20th. Those three are non-classified. That race had quite a lot in it. Safety cars and couple battles up and down the grid, and obviously people trying to keep hold of the car pointing in the same direction. Sadly, no rain. Can't win them all. Standout driver for you?
I think Wookie was the standout driver today. Before the first safety car, he had created a very big gap.
Yeah, he did have quite a comfortable lead of around about 5 or 6 seconds before the safety car came out. I think Jay Moore had a nice showing to come under the radar to get that podium position, but I think the standout driver would have to be Wookie for sure.
I'll just finish what I was saying. My heart goes out to Bobo because he was still staying in the fight, and at the end he lost what was going to be a win because he was pretty far ahead of everyone.
Yeah,
so it's between those two guys for me.
Yeah, definitely. Those two definitely get the shout from us too. I mean, I'm in full agreement with you. It all came down to, I think, what was a small lack of judgment on Mark's behalf, but margins is racing, sadly. But we move on. So Comte moves on to Monza next week. And obviously we've got
no corners.
Slipfest. So yeah, that's sports tier done in China. Comp tier, sorry. I've done so many flipping commentaries, whether it's comp and sports. It's tiring. But yeah, that's comp tier done tonight. They'll be back next week at 7 o'clock for Monza in Italy. Obviously, we've got one more race left to do in China, which is the sports tier, which will be coming up after this. And I believe on the comms, it's Baby Hornet or Simon and the resident Lion King, Simba, Mark Dennison, I believe, are the commentators taking you for that. So, obviously, Baby Hornet going from race mode into comms mode. But I believe that's it now for me and Ant, so...
It is. So I must get ready for the next race in about, 25 minutes? What time is
it? Something like that, yeah. So, about 25 minutes. 15 minutes for till sports tier. So, that's it from me and Ant.
Yeah, and have a good night, everyone.
Yeah, so stay tuned for when sports tier goes live. So, until then, good night.